and invest in our county. No way around it. We argue about money. We argue about $10 here, $100,000 there. That $10 here is going to amount to $50 in another year or two. That $100,000 over here is going to amount to $500,000 another year or two. I compliment the court that I'm a retired federal employee also, and experience in human resources. To get valued employees for our county, you must come up to the mark and be willing to pay, because you get what you pay for. I compliment the court for taking that into consideration. I know we have arguments, and some of us sit at home, you know, we kind of somewhere trapped in 100 years ago. But we got to move forward. We need to come together as a county and as people, not segmented people, but citizens in the county. Now, I appreciate everything that everyone has to say. I mean, you don't agree, and we're not going to agree. We have our pros and cons, and I appreciate that, because it makes us look and dig a little bit deeper. But today, I just wanted to say I thank you, part of the community. I don't represent no one particularly. Maybe I do, but that's not here or there. But the few people I do know that asked that I would come and say, we thank you, court. Keep doing a good job. We don't get the insults with one another like we've heard the last several years. I tell them that you're trying to work together, and I applaud you. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Horn. Okay. Motion's been made, seconded. We'll read, does it not?
Second. She said you amended it.
You
amended it.
Oh, thank you. Further discussion.
Judge, we need a jail. We absolutely do, but I have to be able to defend my position to my constituents. And I don't have any drawings, and I don't have any estimates, anything that I can look at, and I don't have access to HDR to ask them questions. And I also am uncomfortable with the task force working as long as they did, and then today we're going to add $15 million without even asking them if they have any additional ideas. So because I cannot look my constituents in the eye and tell them that I'm 100% sure that we're doing the right thing by adding the $15 million, I just can't support it. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Commissioner. I can look my constituents in the eye and the task force members and tell them with all confidence in the world that we're doing the right thing. Motion's been made, seconded. Further discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carries. Need to change the tape. Okay, back on. Item 19, consider and approve early voting and consolidated election day polling places for the November 6, 2007 election. Ms. Cheney, good morning.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. First, I know that they would like to change the consolidated 114, precinct 13 and 18 to Austin Elementary. And what about consolidated 124 that has 22 and 23? Would y'all like to move that to Bell, where we've had it before also? We've had it at both places, but I didn't know if y'all would want to move it to Bell Elementary instead of the Tyler Junior College Health and PE building.
Ms. Cheney, can you repeat that? Which numbers?
The consolidated 124. It's precinct 22 and 23.
Off the top of your head, do you know what the turnout was last year?
We've had some elections at Bell, and the last type of election like we're going to have this time, it was at Bell. And then we've had other elections that are amendment elections at the TJC location. So
In terms
there
of-
was a concern, I'm sorry.
In terms of parking and access, is TJC location better?
I would probably say yes, and I had a concern because I wasn't sure when the destruction of the old campus was going to start, but I could check on that as far as Bell Elementary. You know, last year they had 2 campuses on the same location, but now Bonner's moved out, so I think it's probably going to be pretty much the same either way.
Judge and Commissioners, given the amended motion that was just passed and the order calling the election, my suggestion would be that either the court stick with the amendment for only Austin, or if the court wanted to make other changes, you have to go back and revisit that agenda item.
Well, I think I'm satisfied with it, with that one exception. I'm satisfied with it as it is. Okay. Make a motion that we consider, that we approve the early voting consolidated election day polling places for the November 6, 2007 election with the one exception, and for Austin, tell me those numbers again.
Austin is consolidated precinct 114, which is 13 and 18.
With the change that was in the previous motion, I'd make that motion. Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Ms. Chang. Okay, item 20. Under the authority of House Bill 530 as it amends Chapter 469 of the Health and Safety Code, Chapter 102 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, and Chapter 102 of the Government Code, consider and approve the establishment of drug court programs as enumerated in Section 469.002 Health and Safety Code as amended. Mr. Gary.
Judge and Commissioners, Judge Clark couldn't be here this morning. She has a lengthy docket, so I told her I would address this. Basically, what we're asking the Commissioners Court to do is to approve these drug court programs, and I'd like to, just to clarify, this is not establishing any new courts at all. This is establishing programs which just happen to be titled drug court programs. So what we're asking the Commissioners Court to do is to establish these programs as listed in amended 469.002. And what that will allow is additional court costs of $50 can now be charged. And out of that $50, 60% can go back to the county for this drug court program. So we're asking for the establishment of these programs.
Someone judge.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 21, report on Smith County Jail inmate status and related information. Chief.
And we have 42 felony inmate, 676 in Smith County Jail, 283 transported out, total population of 959. We have 27 scheduled to go to TDC this week. We have 71 paper ready. So for this budget, we spent $3,416,243. Peak for Smith County Jail this week was 705. Peak overall was 991. We have 26 parole violations, 66 with new charges, 35 child support, 36 with new charges, and we have 3 of them.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions? Okay. Do I have a motion we adjourn? I heard 3 motions to adjourn.
Second.
Seconds, 2 seconds. Okay. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned.
Oh, good. Thank you.